So Wayne Dyer, the late Wayne Dyer, he's an amazing thinker, I guess, but he was an author and a presenter, speaker, motivational. He was doing a presentation to a group at Alcoholics Anonymous, and on the wall at the back of the room was a poster that said, "Your best thinking got you here." And it applies to everybody, not just Alcoholics Anonymous. Your best thinking, I guess unless you have an acknowledged self-sabotage where you deliberately do things to harm yourself, but that's pretty uncommon. So for most of us, our best thinking got us here. And somebody else said a nice version of the same concept, which is, as you observe somebody else's behavior and wonder what's going on for them, rest assured that with the same genes, family environment, upbringing, basically if you just transported yourself into their life, you would be doing exactly the same. Because we're all doing the best that we can. And it's really easy to forget that when people aren't doing what you think they should or could. To me, frustration, stress, is the gap between expectation and reality. Somebody suggested that stress isn't what's happening, it's your desire to control what's happening. So again, that's the gap between expectation and reality. And probably the least fair version of that is imposing your expectations on another person. So if you're frustrated, if you're anxious, come back to now, come back to what is actually going on, and understand that your best thinking got you here. That your genes, your family, your life choices and inaction, it's not always the things we do, sometimes it's the things we don't do, have all collided to bring you to this point. And short of a time machine, we know how tricky they can be from every movie ever done on it, there's not that much we can do except bring it to awareness, acknowledge that your best thinking got you here, and then decide, commit to moving forward with as much awareness as you can bring to the situation, of course, given everything that we just covered off. It allows us to give ourselves a break, it allows us to give other people a break, and hopefully to bring to awareness that concept that if you're judging, you're imposing your standards on somebody else. And chances are, if you had the opportunity to have a conversation about that, you'd realize that even if it was agreed that you would both meet your standards, there's probably an interpretation of what actually that means or when it applies. And ultimately, all we can do is impact our own thoughts, behavior, beliefs. To do that, first you have to bring it to awareness, be willing to examine it, and be open to change.